Welcome to Karate 360. I'm one of your hosts, Richard Mosdell.
I'm the other host, Kalen Anglos.
This program is brought to you by K-Fit Fitness by Kalen Anglos.
Wow, I've heard of that before.
Yes, it's also brought to you by Kenzen Sports Karate.
Wow.
That's for me.
Big sponsors in this
Big
episode.
sponsors. Also brought to you by the PhD program Kalen is in doing his PhD.
Perfect. Also brought to you by the Japanese karate school that Richard taught at for 10 years in Japan.
Exactly. Oh, we can also Sunny Leads, the karate manga.
Brought
to you by Sunny Leads.
Brought to you by the author of Sunny Leads.
Brought to you by the author of Sunny Leads.
And
happens
to be Richard Mosdell.
Well, thank you very much for bringing it up.
Perfect.
I'm glad they
That's
decided to
also
sponsor the show.
brought to you by the tournament director of the Canada Open.
Oh, that's me too.
Richard Mosdell.
That's right.
Perfect. Wow,
Exactly.
so many sponsors in this show.
It's incredible. Let's start the show.
Karate 360. Let's start the show. You will kick high and I will sweep low. From local to global, it's a thing that we love. Karate. Sanrokumaru.
I'm very tempted to do a Kevin Smith follow-along gesture, but since this is a family show,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
you gotta watch it on. For everybody 18 and over, watch it on YouTube.
For everybody 18 and over. If you're not 18 and over, don't even search it.
Exist.
Doesn't even exist. We got a little new setup here. We're across from each other.
I like this.
I like this too because
I like this. Now we can look at
just
each
chill, just look at each other. Before I found we were just beside each other, kind of turn in to see each other.
It was like driving a car.
It was like driving a car. Yeah, we do enough of that. Speaking of driving a car, speaking of sitting in traffic.
Oh, yes. I thought we were talking about a new car.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. But how was your Seattle trip, Richard?
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you to the kind people at the border who kept us there for 5.5 hours.
So nice.
We're on the ferry. First, we checked, Good Friday that weekend. We checked on both the Canadian and U.S. border websites. And it's like, yeah, hour and a half. So we're on the ferry on the way over early in the morning. Like, okay, it's a 30-minute wait. Get off the ferry. 45-minute wait. I'm like, I can handle an hour and a half wait at the border. But got to the border, it was an hour and a half wait. And we are 1,000 meters ahead, moving 50 meters every 10 minutes.
This was the Easter long weekend, right?
Long weekend. So on the radio, when we just got there and got stuck in traffic, because we were listening to the radio news, 30 minutes, 45, 75, hour and a half. Lady goes, it's 2 hours. Do not go to the border.
No.
She actually goes on the radio.
Radio's like, really?
Like, this is your 10-minute update. Do not drive to the
She's
border.
just like, this is too much.
It's over. So people are turning around on the grass.
Really?
Yep.
Crazy. And you waited for
4.5 hours to get to the border.
Oh, that's
then, because the wifey has the Japanese passport, she has to get an exemption to go in. So we have to go inside.
Oh, man.
Hour and a half wait. By the time we get up to the front, actually had a 30-minute wait at the desk because their computers crashed.
Of course. Of course.
And they didn't have enough people. And the guy looks at me. He goes, if you're American, I give you a job right now to help us out. They had done 80,000 people. They processed 80,000 people.
That's crazy. So they were just understaffed.
Yeah, crazy. And they have one bathroom stall.
Oh, that's super helpful.
Yeah. So anyway, we made it to Seattle. I haven't been to Seattle, like downtown Seattle, in over 10 years.
What'd you do when you were there? What'd you do?
We went on the massive Ferris wheel.
Yeah, I did that last year when I went for the first time. It's kind of like if you've been to London, the London Eye, kind of.
Exactly,
where you can
exactly.
see all of Seattle.
And we're on there for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's
enjoyed
great.
it.
I really like that.
When
yeah.
the rain stopped, we got to see something.
Yeah, and you were inside, you're inside a bubble, basically.
That's right.
Yeah.
So watch the fish get thrown at the markets.
Okay, nice. I missed that when I was there.
The gum wall, which I thought was disgusting, but the kids remembered.
I didn't. I purposely stayed away.
There's stuff to see.
Yeah.
But we went around. The Space Needle was under renovation.
Okay.
But we saw stuff. We ate some food.
Good food. Seattle's got good food, I find. Yeah, they got a lot of little truck stops or whatever you want to call them, food trucks that have some good food in them for sure.
Yeah, drove around, looked at some stuff, and then when it started raining heavily again, we came back.
There you go. Perfect. Back to more rain.
Yes.
The West Coast, wet coast.
Yeah, exactly. So it was good. It's good to travel. It's nice. Our little family group is good for just doing anything.
Yeah.
Just cruising.
And you went over in the Kenzen Mobile.
That's right. Not one of the big vans, but one of the other vans.
One of the cubes.
Actually, we took the minivan.
Oh, you took the minivan?
Yeah, we put the kids way at the back.
Perfect.
It was rattling the whole time because it was older, but we made it there and back.
Well, there you go. Sounds better than my Easter weekend.
So what did you do on Easter?
I was best friends with the the porcelain potty
Yeah,
on the
Montezuma's
weekend.
revenge?
I got pretty sick over the weekend.
no.
Yeah, I was just, I was coughing up stuff, and it was just, I won't get into too many details, but I was on Easter weekend of all weekends.
You couldn't eat the
good.
chocolate bunnies.
Oh, I ate all the chocolate bunnies.
Oh, that's why.
This was after. This was after.
I'm feeling better. Give me the chocolate bunnies.
I got so much chocolate, it's ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
It was good. I mean, it was pretty funny. I was talking to some of my clients. They said, you work too hard when you look forward to getting sick so that you can just relax and do nothing.
That's so true.
I was like, that's so true. But it was nice to just sit around and kind of do nothing. And of course, my second love, maybe even my first love, baseball started. So I watched a whole lot of baseball over the weekend.
We went to the baseball stadium.
Safeco, nice, in Seattle.
And we didn't watch the game because only one of the three of us likes sitting at a baseball stadium.
Which one of you is that?
It's the person from Japan.
Okay, fair enough.
But she and my son had to get Ichiro T-shirts and hats.
Okay, nice.
We actually watched his play where he caught the ball.
Yeah. That was a good catch.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was my weekend, just baseball and the couch, basically.
You can't go into the stadium with water in your water bottle.
No, that's right. Yeah.
They're pretty strict about that.
Yeah.
We just went to the gift shop, so even there you had to be cleared.
Yeah.
And now we're back into it. 12 weeks till summer.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's already April 5th. Just absolutely crazy today. Did you see? You may not have seen this today. Did you see any UFC stuff today?
I heard Conor McGregor went somewhere, but I don't know what he did when he got there.
He went insane.
Oh, really?
He went crazy. Like, he lost his mind.
Did he jump in the octagon or anything like that?
No. So there was no fight. Worse.
Fight today.
There's no fights. Yeah. It's worse.
Is it the weigh-in?
No, so it was media day today. There's big fights this weekend.
Okay.
There's the Russian Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's fighting for the lightweight title. So, little background. Conor McGregor got his belt taken away the other day.
I read about that.
And this fight that's happening this weekend is going to be for basically what was his belt between Khabib Nurmagomedov and originally Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson got injured. Max Holloway stepped in. Anyways, there's been a little bit of beef between Khabib and Conor before. I guess Khabib got in some kind of argument with one of Conor's training partners yesterday. So today, they're leaving the Barclays Arena in Las Vegas in the bus, pulling away, and there's these little cell phone videos.
Yes.
You see Conor walking in with his posse, with his group, just yelling, where is Khabib? Where's Khabib? And just looking around everywhere, and Khabib's on the bus. And Conor went absolutely crazy. He threw a bike rack at the bus.
Are you serious?
Broke the window, injured two of the fighters that were fighting this weekend that now cannot fight in this card this weekend.
That's insane.
He injured two of them, and he was just like, I'll show you the video after. He was just losing his mind, like just yelling, throwing things, running around. Security guards were like holding them back. The bus was just trying to get out of there. But yeah, you can see very clearly in the video, he throws, I think this was a garbage can or something that he threw at the bus, cracks the window, it goes through the window.
Holy cow.
One of the fighters got cuts all over his face, had to be rushed to the hospital. Another,
holy cow.
Yeah. So, I mean,
did he get arrested?
There was a warrant, allegedly, warrant out for his arrest. The cops showed up. He got out of there, I guess. I don't know exactly what happened there, but
talk about unnecessary.
Unnecessary, just crazy. I mean, people are crying that, it's obviously
it's a stunt.
It's a stunt because if Khabib wins this fight, he's going to fight Conor probably for the belt. It'll be the biggest thing. So he's trying to get money, but just crazy.
I mean, he could just
crazy.
Duct taped himself to the front of the bus or something.
Totally.
Like that would have been interesting.
Just lost his mind.
Okay, we'll watch that after.
Insane. Watch that crazy. And I mean, bringing this all back to karate, a karate athlete would never do that. Even though Conor McGregor started in karate, he's kind of gotten a little carried away.
He kind of left the reservation.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, for sure. So pretty crazy stuff.
That is crazy. It's crazy if you want to draw more attention. I mean, here we are in a karate podcast talking about the craziness of UFC.
I know, right?
But
I mean, everybody's talking about it now, so maybe he did some. Maybe he got some tickets. I don't know, but whatever. Bringing it back, though, UFC obviously Full Contact. I know something that you saw that you're going to talk about is this combat karate.
Did you watch the trailer?
I saw, maybe even one better, I saw Rafael Aghayev.
I saw him in the trailer.
Oh no, I saw his fight.
Oh, you saw his fight.
Well, I saw a part of it.
Okay.
A part of it. Maybe I'll bring it up.
Yes.
I mean, well, no, because there wasn't a whole lot. It was about a 30-second clip.
Okay, so let's talk about
in
it
the fight.
And then let's put the clip after.
So it's a full contact karate league.
This is very interesting.
Yes. Yep. And you don't have to be in a karate, sanctioned anything. WKF, nothing, obviously. You go in, you wear UFC gloves, 4-ounce gloves, and you beat the crap out of each other, basically. And yeah, the video was Rafael aghayev against, I don't know who the other guy was. I didn't recognize him, but they were going at it.
It looks like someone with deep pockets decided to put on this,
yes.
invite some people, offer them some money, some prize money, and see if they can get some traction.
It's gotten a little bit of attention, that's for sure. If Rafael aghayev is doing it.
It looks like and I thought that was interesting. His name is on there.
Yes.
I mean, that means that someone paid, $50,000 to $100,000 to get him there.
Yeah.
But when I looked at it, it almost reminded me of fights from the 70s.
Yeah. Oh,
like
right.
Guys in karate pants.
Yes. No shirt. Yeah.
Karate belt.
Yeah.
Small gloves and no shin pads.
And just going at it. Yeah.
And even it's a lowered. It's like a sunken living room kind of look, right? Like,
yes, that's right.
It's lowered down.
Yeah.
It's not as down deep as Bloodsport.
Like
half a person's height level. So that way they don't need a cage and it's more clear view.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild. I don't know if it catches on. I don't know. It'd be great. It's interesting. They got, arguably our best athlete ever, Rafael aghayev, the legend.
Yep.
And he's now in there. He's kind of being used as the face of this combat karate.
We got George Tanos as well.
Man, if these guys make the transition to this, if there's more money in it, I don't know what's going to happen to the WKF competitions.
I think this is professional fighting where you're an amateur fighter. This is like boxing. Boxing will have all these different leagues.
Sure.
And whoever is the guy who is promoting this, who's owning it. And I mean, was it in Budapest or where they had the first fight? Where was the first fight?
The combat?
Yeah,
karate?
they already had one.
I think Budapest is right. I can't remember. Yeah.
So they're going to have another one somewhere else, another one somewhere else. So someone with deep pockets is going to pay. Oh, next one is in Miami Beach this month.
Oh.
And they're going to have one after that in Dubai, then Athens, Las Vegas, Hong Kong, and Tokyo.
Crazy.
So we'll see. We'll see if they're called All Genesis Bouts.
All Genesis bouts.
Karate Combat All Genesis. It's like Genesis. The first one was called Inception.
Right. So it's just like a Lee. Oh, I see. So that's just like they're naming their thing.
So they're just naming. So someone with money is paying to put everything on and paying for people to come and hoping they sell enough tickets and online and stuff. So
crazy.
Do you know that this is really interesting? But I just had a brain fart. The guy we make karate jokes about.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
He had a league just like this.
Oh, yeah?
Back
in the day?
10 years ago.
Okay.
Back in the 70s, he fought in it.
Yes.
He fought in stuff like this, right? In boxing rings. But in the early 2000s and mid-2000s, he tried to set up something like this, which was based on a team of 3 people from a different city in the States who would meet. And they actually had a sunken, kind of the same thing, but not so much. It was like a circle ring, slightly sunken. So when you got to the edge, it was like the edge would kind of roll up, maybe no higher than your knee.
Okay.
So you could push off and go back in. And he tried to get it going. And then each team had like, the Cleveland Cowboys and they all had like these almost like ice hockey team.
Okay. 3 per team. Yeah.
It was like a 3 per team. I think there's a women's series. And then they were just trying to get it started and get it going. And so he put his name at the Chuck Norris Fighting League or whatever.
Okay.
So this has happened before. It's just a matter of, can the people run it? First, the money they make, can they keep the money in the system?
Sure.
And can they keep
promoting it and keep getting the limelight on it? Because right now a lot of people are talking about it, but of course that's because it's new. It's kind of
new.
They got Rafael aghayev and George Tanos, and of course people are going to start talking.
You get some of the big Mideast money paying for it.
Yeah.
But I love stuff where people are trying stuff.
Totally. Yeah.
Karate is back.
Yeah. And how do they? I mean, I guess we'd have to look into it a little bit more, like how you win. There must be judges that are going to be judging, giving points, maybe just like a knockout. Maybe it's similar to boxing in that sense. I don't know, but we'll have to take a look.
I haven't read any more than what I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't look too much into it either.
The president said, like, he said 50 million Americans participate in karate at some point in their life. And then right now the WKF says there's 100 million people currently do karate in some form or fashion.
Sure.
I think the thing is, you want to make those people fans of a professional and amateur series.
Right.
People talk about the Olympics. We need to make fans of people outside the sport. No, there's enough fans in the sport.
Yeah.
No one like you and I, when Olympics comes up, there's some stuff like 100-meter race. I'll watch that.
Sure.
But I don't watch it for the 4 years in between.
No.
But the people in athletics will. And the thing is to cater to your community. So yeah, I love it when people try stuff like this.
Totally. Yeah. And then we've already talked about the combat jujitsu. No, what's it called? Jiu-jitsu fighting.
Jiu-jitsu fighting.
So maybe there's something in between. Put them together. You never know.
UFC.
That's pretty much UFC. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All right. Well, should we get into some Karate Global News?
Let's talk about some fun stuff. The U.S. Open, which a lot of Canadians went down for.
Yes, they did. We know Warren Grafton went down there. I think, and Chantel as well. And I think Ashton, maybe, I can't remember. But anyways, we have
huge group of Canadians.
Huge group of Canadians.
And just for everyone's background, the U.S. Open happens the Easter weekend in the States.
And it's the biggest, currently the biggest tournament in North America, yes?
In the WKF system.
Yeah, sure.
There are tournaments outside the WKF system that are far larger.
Okay.
But in the WKF system, probably around 1,000 people.
Sure, it's huge. I mean, we just brought up the results pages, 54 pages long or something like that.
Yeah, because you can be 8 years old and go to the U.S. Open.
Yeah,
like the Canada Open.
That's right. So we're gonna go through all 54 pages of these results.
No.
As usual, we're just gonna give you the gold medal of the adult elite division.
That's right.
So the ones that we usually talk about. All right. Should we go through these?
Sure. 16 to 34 male elite kata.
Oh, you started with the kata. I was ready for the kumite. Hold on
it's okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a gold, a silver, and 2 bronzes.
Here we go. So the gold medal for the male kata, Damian Quintero from Spain went there to win the gold and took it from to the Americans who got second, third, and fourth. But Damian Quintero getting first in the male kata.
Female, 16 years to 34 years, female elite kata.
From New York, the United States, Sandvi Scordo.
Congratulations. And then, now, we go to...
18 to 34?
18 to 34. We're doing male or female first?
Let's do male.
Male
since it's there,
first.
and then we'll do the females after.
Okay, second here. Waiting for it to come up. All right. Is it... Wait a minute.
Get with the program. We've been through this.
So is it 18 to 34?
Yes.
Okay. My thing is, I know. It's because I have to write community. In a sec.
They're coming. It's coming. Male elite kumite, minus 60 kilograms. In first place, Giovanni Martinez from Venezuela. Minus 67 kilograms kumite, Brian Ramrup from the United States of America. Minus 75 kilograms is Saeed Ahmad Karvi from the Islamic Republic of Iran, winning gold medals. Interesting enough, in the minus 75 kilograms, Nicholas Rivet from Canada won third place. That's who Steve fought in the finals of nationals this year. So Nick Rivet winning... No, pardon me. This is minus 75. That's his brother. Nick Rivet is the small one. He got third place. So congratulations to those guys. That's minus 75 kilograms. Minus 84 kilograms in first place is Cameron Madani from the United States. And 84 plus kilograms from the United States was Brian winning the gold medal. And Alexander Rivet, who Steve definitely did fight in the plus 84 kilograms, got third place in that as well. So both Rivet brothers from Canada getting third place finishes at the U.S. Open. You're typing away over there. Did you figure out where we're at?
Yeah, my computer crashed.
Perfect.
Oh, something's going sideways.
Don't worry about it. Female kumite, minus 50 kilograms in first place from the United States, Doralvis Delgado.
Okay, I got the next one.
Okay.
Minus 55 kumite female. Jenna Brown.
Welcome to the podcast, Richard Mosdo.
Thank you. Very welcome to be back. All right, next one. Female minus 61 kumite. Someone that we know.
Go for it.
Alyssa Fonseca
from the United States. Good for
her. Minus 68 kumite female is Sachiko Paulina Ramirez Akita from Mexico.
Awesome. Notice there too a 5th place finish for Ethan Stroback from Canada.
Congratulations. By the way, our same karate style. Warukai.
There you go.
Female elite plus 68 kumite. First place is Yavesi Pina Ordaz from Venezuela.
And also a Canadian little flavor in there. Victoria Road from Canada winning 5th place in that as
Congratulations. We have the open. Did you do the open men?
Nope. Male elite open kumite. The gold medal winner was Lee Diaz from Ecuador.
Congratulations.
And the female elite open kumite,
Cheryl Murphy
from the
New
United
York
States,
City.
from New York.
Congratulations.
There you go. That is the results from the U.S. Open in Las Vegas, Nevada. What, 12 rings in that tournament, right?
Yes, 12 rings.
Huge. Have you been to the U.S. Open?
I've been to everything but this U.S. Open. So it's funny because every year it's like, am I going to the U.S. Open? And then either a family trip comes up because it's on the Easter weekend.
Yeah, it's a tough one to get to. Not tough, but like we have Nationals, which was 2 weeks ago that just finished, and then you got Canada Open coming up in a few weeks as well. We got the Island tournaments coming up, so it's kind of right jam packed in the middle of everything that's going on.
I promised the family, like, all right, I will take those 4 days off. I promise not to go anywhere.
Yeah,
because there's a funny one where there's the Arnold Classic,
that's
the whole
right,
Arnold Expo, which is a huge event.
Yeah.
In Columbus, Ohio. That's the first weekend of March. I've always wanted to go to that because Toki Hill organized it. It's really, really big.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to go to the U.S. Open, but something has always come up.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to the U.S. Open too, not just because it's in Las Vegas, but because it's one of the biggest tournaments in North America.
And next year should be a good time because the kids are the right age now to travel and compete in something like this.
Nice.
And so most likely we should just put it on those calendars. Hey, next year. Now next year Easter's later. I think it's like April 14th or something.
Is it?
Like that.
Okay.
So it's after spring break.
That's
kind of nice.
Kind of nice for sure. A little bit of gap between that and Nationals
Exactly.
too, so that'll be good.
Yes. So congratulations to everybody who went. And the events are just going to keep being added.
Totally.
Just going to keep being added.
Absolutely they are. And we're seeing that now. I mean, not only are they going to keep getting added, but the ones that are already in place are getting bigger, are getting more popular. We're getting more athletes to all these. So there's just more people coming up into the sport karate world.
Yes.
Again, probably from that backlash of the Olympics in 2020 that's kind of looming over and everybody's waiting on. But
well, I like that moonshot idea. Like they put out something, only a few people know to it, get all the best minds behind it. And now we have layers of development.
Yes.
My concern is, again, if you have a club, let's say 100 people are in your club, 20 people are like really into competition, 60 are just, hey, I love doing karate, and 20 are like, I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
And then you're in a flux, and sometimes you go from 20 to 30 or 40 who want to do competition, and you'll slide back down to 10, depending on how your club's organized.
Yeah, that's natural. Yeah.
So
peaks and valleys of having your own club.
The key is getting the athletes to remember that it's not just about them, but it's about the whole system.
For sure. Yeah.
They can come back and train in the club in the regular classes, and they can participate as coaches like you have.
Yeah.
You're teaching and coaching, and well, your whole career is based around karate now.
Basically, and I always have people, when are you going to come back compete? When do you compete? You going to come back nationals? The ship has sailed.
Yes.
As much as I would love to, like if I actually started training, I know that fire would burn pretty darn quickly. But there's just so much else going on. I'm having too much fun coaching and teaching.
Yeah, exactly.
And all
and
that.
your brain is different. Like
totally. Yeah.
You have to be kind of selfish as an athlete.
Totally.
You know, it's like training
100%.
for a black belt test.
Yeah.
You have to be like kind of selfish in that.
Absolutely.
Going forward in that.
Yeah.
So anyway, onwards and upwards to other and new things.
There we go. Let's dive into a little bit of technical tactical. Richard, take it away.
Okay, so you're standing in your front stance and you want to know if your actually posture is nice and straight.
So this is kata.
This is kata or standing
or basics, yeah.
Right? So someone can go up to you, cup their hands together, interlace their fingers, cup their hands together.
Yes, okay.
And then push down from the top of your head onto your body.
This does not sound like something that you want to have done to you.
You don't want to have it done hard. This is a gentle press down.
Okay.
This isn't like I'm going to lift my legs off the floor and you're going to support my entire weight. And what you should feel is, does your neck dip forward? Do you start arching your back?
Okay.
Okay. And if your core strength is not bad and you just feel your body just compact a bit, but your neck doesn't slip out of place, it's not going to crack. Not doing an alignment or anything. Or if you start
Hope not.
arching your back, okay, there you go. There's your imbalance.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're kind of targeting the weakness.
Yeah,
Almost.
so like if you look at the mic, I'm very gently here pushing down on the mic.
Careful with that mic.
I'll be careful. So if, for example, the person's whole body starts swaying forward, or they start, oh, I really feel pinch in my lower back. Okay, your back isn't really straight. You're arching your back.
Sure.
In martial arts, it's really common to do a lot of ab work and very little lower back work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yes,
So
that's very common anywhere in sports and fitness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And getting a hyperextension.
Totally.
Or when you're training, your shoulders are too high and you're leaning forward. You get that push down. Next thing you know, you're starting to fall forward.
Right.
So a very gentle press. It's very similar to when someone's doing their front stance, and you push against their lead hand and see if they move, or if they're in a wide leg stance and you're pushing them from side to side and see if they move.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a very gentle press down the head just to see how straight you are. And then can you maintain that straight feeling? Once, especially you can adjust. You can pull your hips, roll your pelvis forward, put your chin in, bring your arms down, your shoulders down. Then if you can maintain that position as you transition to your next move.
Oh, interesting.
So that's my thing. A little press down, a head check thing. Something similar you can do is standing against the edge of a doorway. Obviously, your shoulders in the middle of your spine may be deeper than the center of your back.
Right.
But that same idea of getting a really good flat posture.
Yes. Yeah, I do that all the time. I do posture training with a lot of my clients, actually, especially ones that, you know, sit a lot, or that a lot of combat sport athletes too have that kind of internal rotation of the shoulders, because that's just how they hold their guard. Working with them to try and get that shoulders back, and same thing, chin tuck, like you just talked about. So I think that's a great little assessment too, especially in karate specific in their stance. Just give them a little press on the top of the head, see where their weakness is at.
Exactly.
Yeah,
see
it's
which way
good.
they slide. And it's important for traditional karate and your sports karate, because you need to have that
And your life, and your posture in life.
Yeah, don't walk around weird.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
All right.
I love it. All right, a little fitness tip of the week. I want to talk about how you can develop forward explosiveness and momentum. So training, things you can do in training in the gym, even in the dojo, that's going to help you get that forward explosiveness. In kata, we talked about this before, where you're kind of stationary and then you explode and hold. Explode and hold. Kumite, it's still more kind of dynamic, where you're bouncing and then you explode forward. So what can you do to kind of mimic that movement to try and get yourself moving forward? A couple different things you can do. This is where bands come in great handy. You have a band around, you have a partner, have a band around their waist. You're standing behind them. They're in front of you. They're in their fighting stance. If it's for kumite, they're bouncing. The trainer, coach yells go, and then they just sprint as fast as they can right on the dime as they have the resistance behind them. That's trying to get that momentum going forward. For kata, it's the same thing. We've talked a lot about being in a front stance, maybe with your fist out, you're relaxed, and you want to push everything forward into that next movement. Same thing. Get that band behind them, hold the band, and have the sensei, the coach, whoever, say go, and you push forward into your next stance, just like you would normally in a kata, pushing forward, that kind of thing. So that's going to relate to specifically the karate movements. But you can also do other things like this as well. A couple things that I like to do is do like lunge jumps. So you're in a lunge, you jump up, you switch your legs, you lunge, you jump up. You do those on the spot, again, with the band behind you, somebody holding it. You do your lunge jumps back and forth, same thing. Coach says go, so you're actually moving, and then you're listening for as soon as they say go, and then you fire forward again with that resistance of somebody holding behind you. So the whole idea is to really get you from one position moving forward as fast as you can and explosive. So you want to generate 100% explosiveness from the time you hear go right away. And of course, with a little bit of resistance, because that way when you go back to doing it just with your body weight, you should be even faster.
Totally.
So yeah, that's my little fitness training tip. I think those work well.
I think when they're doing kata, don't slide your front foot back.
Totally. Yeah, that's another good point.
You got to do that move like you actually do it.
Totally. Dig your toes in and push forward. Don't cheat. That's key. And especially, when you try to develop that 100% explosiveness from the start, you're going to have that tendency to cheat, or maybe dip this way, or maybe use this other muscle or whatever. But again, you really want to mimic as much as you can to the actual karate performance, also kata, or whether it's kumite, the way your muscles work, the movements, how they look, how they're performed, everything should look as much as it can to karate. It's called the principle of specificity. We talk about it all the time, but there it is. Principle of specificity. Your training should mimic the performance as specifically as possible, as close as you can as possible. That's how you're going to get the best results. The closest results to actual performance is if you're training as specific to the performance as possible.
I think to get the training of specificity, they can use our bands here.
Yeah,
in our nice
absolutely.
gym.
I mean, we have 100 of them.
We got lots of them.
And I use them all the time. In sports karate classes, all the time.
Same. We used them this week. We had like one in each hand, and they had to dive for it and do their punches without throwing out their elbows.
Totally, they're great. Bands are absolutely great things to use.
We hold on to our new dumbbells.
Hold on to our new dumbbells. We can swing them around from the bands if we want. We can tie kids together with them. We can pretty much do whatever we want. Anything we want with them. So there it is. Fitness training tip of the week. Do it.
Do it now.
All right. Well, not right now. It's not done yet.
Listen to what we're doing.
Okay, then do it.
Listen to our podcast while you're doing it.
I mean, we're pretty much done though.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about some upcoming events though. We know this weekend, starting tomorrow, actually, is the K1 Rabat in Morocco, April 6th to 8th. That's going to be a big one. We'll talk about that. Oh man, that'd be nice, eh? Morocco. I bet it's warm there. Right? I bet it's not raining there right now.
Warm. Oh, man, I love warm.
It's been raining so much here. I was freezing cold the other day. I looked at how much it was to fly to Hawaii.
Oh, really?
I got a little bit depressed. Remember
like a couple weeks, it rained like the entire winter?
Yes.
Remember like middle of February, whatever, the sun came out, like gloriously came out around 2:30. And we all ran out of the building. Like, look, what's that?
Look at that thing in the sky. Can't wait to see that again. Yeah, got to get out of this rain. Anyways, that's coming up in Morocco, April 6th to 8th. We also have locally the Vancouver Island Karate Championships, May 6th. That's a Sunday. And of course, don't forget about Canada Open, June 2nd and 3rd. You can register now. If you haven't already registered, go register right now. KaratiBC.org. Register for the Canada Open.
I think it's still early registration, not later registration. So it's cheaper if you do it now.
Okay.
And if you want to be in the sponsor hotel, which is real nice and a good price for that time of year, you have to get your reservation in by May 3rd.
That's running out of time. Well, not really, you have a month. But do it. Get there now if you haven't already signed up for the Karate Canada Open. You could be the second Karate Canada. Hold on,
you are the Canada Open champion.
2018 Canada Open champion. Come be there. It's a huge event last year. It's going to be even bigger and better this year. So make sure you come sign up and be there. All right, there we go.
Right on.
That pretty much wraps this one up.
Great. We have so much stuff to talk about next week.
Next week's going to be a big one. I mean, we always got something to talk about every week, it seems like. But remember when we started this, we thought, man, are we going to have enough to talk about each week?
Yeah, too much.
We got too much. We're carrying things over.
Exactly.
All right. Anyways, guys, we thank you for listening in again. Karate 360 podcast on all the social media stuff. Kaylin Anglos for myself on all the social media stuff.
Richard Mosdell
on all the stuff. There you go. Find us, talk to us, subscribe.
Absolutely.
We love it. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Sanrokumaru. Bye, guys.